This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will cover the status management. Okay. So in the status management, we will be covering status management in the orders, the maintenance orders, status management in the maintenance objects. Then we will understand what is system status, then user status, what is user status, how to create a status profile, okay, and then assignment of status profile to the order type. So basically, today we will understand how the system status and user status are used in the orders or in the equipments or in the objects, maintenance objects. Okay. So basically, maintenance orders are managed using statuses. Okay, this I will show it in the system. A status can allow a business transaction to perform with a warning or disallow it. So a particular status, what it does is sometimes it allows you to do certain activity, or sometimes it disallows you to certain activity. Okay. So the business processes allowed or prohibited are controlled by the status. Okay. So there are two types of statuses: system status and user status. Okay. So suppose I'll show you one example, then we will go into the details of system status and user status. Suppose I'll create a order. Okay, I'll take the equipment we are using all the time. I'll expand whole. So this is the equipment we are using. What I will do, I'll create an order for this. Okay, IW31. I'm creating an order. Okay, I'll create a breakdown maintenance order. I'll enter the equipment, plant, enter. Okay, so continue. So I'll just put, or let's say put it as DG not working. Okay, so now I'll go to operation. Let me put only one operation. Okay, so now I will add here one component. Okay, I added a stock item. Okay, so now I'm saving the order. I'm saving the order. Okay, order got created. Suppose now the current, as of now, the order is in created mode, created status, created status. So if I try to do goods issue for this order, if I go to Migo, if I try to do Migo goods issue of that component, okay, goods issue order, okay, enter the order number. This is the order we just created. Okay, so if I try to enter, see, you are getting a message. Current order status does not allow goods withdrawal. That means the order status is CRTD. That means during CRTD, it will not allow you to goods issue. So that's why this system statuses control some business processes. That's right. The business processes, the business processes allowed or prohibited are controlled by the status. So now if you see, it is not allowing goods issue as the order is in created mode. As the order is in created status, system is not allowing goods issue. That means it is controlled by the status. Okay. So now we have two types of statuses: system status and user status. Okay. A system status is set or deleted by an operation with reference to an object. So system status comes with standard SAP. Okay. It is predefined. You cannot change it. System status cannot be set or deleted by a user status. That's okay. So system status is predefined. It comes with standard SAP, you cannot change it. So here, this is the system status. Here you see this one. Here you see this is the system status. So status is CRTD, MSPT, PRC. To see the details, you need to click on this I button. So now here you have the system statuses. So this portion, it will show system status, and this portion, it will show the user status. We will come to user status in a minute. Okay. So basically there are two statuses: system status, and another one is user status. User status. Okay. So now user status. User statuses are used to enhance status management when it is required in practice. So user status we can define as per our requirement. Okay, as per the client requirement, you can create the user status. User statuses very effectively complement status management in the system. So these user statuses you can create as per your requirement. As per your requirement. Okay. So this is the one. That's what I just explained. We have system status and we have user status. Okay. System status is predefined. This you cannot change it. You cannot change it. Okay. And again, status you have it for header, and for the operations. You have for the operations both. Okay. So if you see here in the order, you have status for header level status. This is a header level status. And if you go to operations, for the operation also there will be a status. Okay, you see here there is a I button. If you select the operation, here you see there is a button, I button. Click on that. This is the operation status. So you have both header status and operation status. So in the same way, you can create, you can define your own user status. Okay, it is done through a status profile. This can be configured as per our requirement for header and for operation. Okay. Same way, you can have the status management for the objects also, like equipment. You can have for equipment also system status and user status. Okay, again, system status is predefined. You cannot change this. So I'll show you for the system status for the equipment. Suppose if I'll open one more session. If I go to our equipment IE03, enter your equipment. This is, sorry, what is our equipment? Our equipment is this one. Okay, let enter the equipment. See here, you see status. This is the system status, INST, installed. If you click on the I button, you can see that. See, this is the system status. So the status management is not only for orders, it is there for the maintenance objects like functional location, and for equipments also it is there. Okay, so that's what this is the meaning of it. Okay, so now first let's understand the statuses. So basically these statuses are used to control of sequence of business operations for an order. It can be a production order, or it can be a PM order, maintenance order, it can be anything. Okay, so as we just discussed, status types are two: system status, user status. Okay, system status is internal system status. System only, standard SAP will set the status. Cannot be influenced by the user. That means you cannot change it. It is standard. You cannot modify it. Fixed quantity of predefined statuses. So the statuses are already available in the system. Fixed sequence for the assignment of status. System only will assign in a sequential manner. Suppose if you see here, now it is in created mode. Now it is in created mode. The moment when we release it, suppose let me go to change. Now when I release it, it will change it to REL. So in a sequential manner, system will change the statuses of the system status. So you cannot change it. Here you see everything is grayed out. You cannot modify it. Okay, so that it is standard. System status is standard. This one is standard. Okay, standard. Whereas user status is freely defined. Freely defined. Freely defined. Okay. So this one we are here. User status is freely definable with no limit to the amount. There is no limit for it. It is set by the user. And finally, these user statuses are created via status profile and they are linked to the order type. Okay, so once it is created, they are linked to the order type. From there you will control. So now here, if you see in our order, as of now, there is no system status. Sorry, there is no user status here. You see, normally if you have user status, that will appear here. Okay, let me take a screenshot of this. This is system status. Okay, and if you have a user status, it will appear over here. As of now, it is not there. That's why it is not appearing here. Now we will configure it and we can see it here. Okay, so if you click on the I button, you can see it here. This is the system status. These are the user statuses. As of now, it is not there. That's why it is not showing anything. And again, in the user status, you have two things: status with status number, status without status number. You can have two. Okay, but most widely used is status with status number, this one. Okay, so now we will create a user status profile. So this is what we are discussing, status profile. Okay, so it's this one. This is the one. So if you see here, this portion is system status. This portion is system status. Okay, whereas this one, user status with fixed process sequence. Another one is user status without number, user status without fixed process sequence. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to create a user status profile and you have to assign that to the order type. Okay, so now we will create a user status profile. Okay, so this one. So user statuses are used to enhance status management when required in practice. User statuses is prepared in the form of a user status profile. Okay, it is in the customization. So now we will create that. The status profiles must be assigned to the order type. So you assign ultimately the status profile to your order type. Okay, you can assign a maximum of 2